Alex Rowley, 6 minutes, please.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. In opening for Labour today, I would like to state our support for the principles of citizens' assemblies. I would also like to welcome the appointment of both David Martin and Kate Wimpress to the Citizens' Assembly for Scotland. I do have faith that they will be both independent and hard-working co-conveners. Too often these days, I find myself having to advocate for democracy and reiterating the point that while flawed, it is still a good thing. More democracy is certainly no bad thing, and the principles of a deliberative democracy and its use in Scotland should be welcomed. Citizens' assemblies are a proven and respected method when done properly. They can help get services working together and allow us as a country to further develop a culture of citizenship. One of the key benefits is that they can allow complex issues to be explored in depth by the people who are directly affected. All of this is surely a good thing. In addressing the amendment in the name of Willie Rennie, I understand the point and concerns he raises, and I recognise that the purpose of the Assembly has been muddied by at least one SNP MP who asserted this Assembly was to move us towards independence. So I would be grateful if the Cabinet Secretary, in his summing up, will clarify this point again. I know he's done so already, but if he can clarify that again. The way I understand it, the Government are committed to bringing the Assembly forward in good faith. And if this is indeed the case, we will participate in good faith in return. I have some experience. Yep.
Mike Rumbles.
It is about motivations. I mean, the First Minister said we face a climate emergency, and we made the point that this would have been an ideal vehicle for attacking that climate emergency. This is not an emergency, however you look at it.
Alex Rowley.
I'll certainly come on to that point. I have some experience in deliberative democracy. While I was leader of Fife Council, we held one of the first citizens' juries in the country. This was back in March 1997, and it was established to examine what public agencies and local communities could do to create employment opportunities in Leavenmouth. This was an incredibly positive experience, and at the end, the jury made over 50 recommendations, most of which, I'm pleased to say, were implemented. When speaking with the people that have taken part in these kind of juries or assemblies, one of the key messages that comes across is how positive the experience was. Here are some of the views that were given by participants in the recent Irish Citizens' Assembly. And I quote, "It helped me to listen, understand and develop empathy. It got balanced and truthful information out among the people of Ireland. It took the debate out of the realm of fearful self-interested calculation. All of this we could surely use in our politics in Scotland at the moment. I am told that one of the key messages to learn coming out of the Irish Assembly was how to engage with the press and get them on board at an early stage. It can be too easy for the press to see citizens' assemblies in a negative or sceptical light. So I believe it is key to the success of the Scottish Assembly for the press to be fully engaged in the process at all stages. That also brings about much greater transparency. I am pleased that it has been stated that the Citizens' Assembly for Scotland will be independent, transparent and inclusive. These objectives are good and I am sure will get widespread support throughout the country. We are willing to go into this with an open mind, and I hope that the Government are willing to do the same. The questions proposed to frame the Citizens' Assembly of what kind of country are we seeking to build, how can we overcome the challenges Scotland faces, including Brexit, and how can people be given the detail they need to make informed choices about Scotland's future are surely welcome questions, and Scottish Labour is willing to engage in these discussions. Our country is undergoing a massive political upheaval. and we need to work together where we can to ensure a level of stability is returned to the whole of the United Kingdom. The questions framing the Assembly are questions I myself would like to answer. And I believe through collaborative working and engaged discussions with the public, we can set out the kind of Scotland we want to see flourish into the future. We are not a party that stands for the status quo. So we will engage in these discussions on what kind of country we want to live in and what best meets the needs and aspirations of the Scottish people. And I am clear, part of this will be constitutional, social and economic reform across the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is far too centralised as a state. Indeed, Scotland has become that way as well. And we would like to see reform of how our state operates at an economic, political and constitutional level. And we would hope the discussion takes us in that direction. I will finish, Presiding Officer, by saying to the Tories and the Liberals, we cannot stand still. We cannot go backwards. Support this initiative and let Scotland move forward.